Hey guys, and December is here. Wow, I can't believe that we are less than a month from 2026. That is insane. So today we're going to be talking about all of the November releases that I saw, and we're going to rank them. So if you guys haven't seen certain films on the list, there will be some spoilers contained in these summarizations as to why I've got them ranked where they are on the list. And with that in mind, let's get into it.
I'm a high-profile female corporate executive. I am crucial. In all humility, I can say that.
Begonia is a new film from Yorgos Lanthimos, and I love this guy so much, dude. This guy is so creative and imaginative with his films. It is insane. Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, fantastic back and forth dialogue between them. The ramping up of the intensity, the eeriness of the situation, the comedy of it as well. Just the mind games at play there as to whether or not this woman that Jesse Plemons has kidnapped is an alien or not. It's just some really awesome stuff. Hilarious, random. Honestly, not as crazy or off the walls as Yorgos usually does it with like films like Poor Things or The Lobster, but it gets there in the third act. The third act, things go off the rails in the best of ways, and in the best of Yorgos's way, the way that we know he loves to do with his films. And I thought it was a blast from start to finish. The ending that I didn't get to mention in my review, by the way, where she essentially kills every single human being on Earth, is insane, and probably one of my favorite endings to a film we've gotten so far this year. I love Begonia. So if you haven't checked it out, it's on streaming now. Go check, or it's on VOD anyway. Please go check that out. It's one of the best of the year, so it's going on the awesome tier.
Now, run.
Guillermo del Toro brought us his interpretation of Frankenstein, the classic story, and oh my god. Dude, he knocked it out the park. The production design, the costume design, the cinematography is impeccable. The performances across the board. This is a stacked cast from Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth, Christoph Waltz, Jacob Elordi, of course. It is just such an amazing film to watch. It's such a cinematic feat for this year. One of the most beautiful looking films of the year, one of the best made films of this year, and it's steadily making its way up my list. I'll tell you that much. We might be looking at a very hard, a very strong top 5 that are like going to be like interchangeable almost for the end of the year. I love this movie that much. Jacob Elordi's performance in particular as the creature is some of the most breathtaking acting I've seen facially in so long. The way that he communicates things through his eyes, just through different expressions that he uses, the words that he's learning as he progresses along the film. It's just really a super powerful performance, one of my favorites of the year. And it's just a powerful film in general. Incredibly emotional, compelling, interesting. It's a long movie, but it really held my attention all the way through. It is just really, really fucking well made. I can't stress that enough. So, if you haven't checked that one out, go on Netflix and check that one out. That is going in the awesome tier as well. I love it.
Here, you're not the predator. You're the prey.
Predator Badlands, a new Predator movie. I'm a massive Predator fan, so I'm a bit biased here. I know, this movie didn't win everyone over because there's a bit of comedy here in this movie. You're seeing the Predator through the lens of a good guy. This is a protagonist Predator that we're following. And look, I'm not going to speak for every Predator fan, but I loved it. I had such a good time watching the relationship between Deck and Thea, played by Elle Fanning. Really charming part of the movie. I love her in this. There is just so much lore building in this one from, the different worlds that we're exploring, these creatures, the world building that we get of just this one planet is really awesome. The visual effects look awesome. The various creatures are really threatening, but also just really interesting in general. Just the way that they work, the way that they they prey on our characters in this movie. The androids provide some nice blood, blood, since this is a PG-13 film, the first in the franchise, but since you have these androids in the film, you can cut their heads off, I mean, rip, everything out of them, and they'll bleed white all over the place, and it doesn't matter, because it's not red blood, so we're good on that rating. I love that they found that way around that. It's just a blast from start to finish. I get it, not everyone wants the comedy in their Predator movies, and yeah, some of it does get in the way here and there, I'm not gonna lie to you, but for the most part, it absolutely worked for me, and I had a blast watching this. I can't wait to watch it again with my father, who's a big Predator fan as well. So, yeah, it's going in the awesome tier as well. Man, November started off strong.
We just cut down trees that have been here for 500 years.
Then we have Train Dreams. This is a Netflix film, which I gotta give some kudos to Netflix this month, because, man, how the hell did they nab two great films in 1 month with this and Frankenstein? Train Dreams essentially follows Joel Edgerton. He's this guy that is a logger. He helps, cut down trees and build things like the railroads and stuff like that around here. And his family, his wife played by Felicity Jones, they have a kid together. He has to leave them in order to go do his job, which is one of the, the things that kind of fucks him over in this movie. And at a certain point, he comes back, and his world is forever changed. He comes back from work, and it's all gone. His wife, his child, their home, everything that he once knew is gone. And you're watching him. This is like almost the halfway point of the movie when this happens. And for the rest of it, it's just this guy that was so passionate about providing for his family that the thing that helped him provide for his family is also the thing that kept him from experiencing their final moments. So he can't let go of that guilt that he feels, that grief that he feels. It's just a really gut-wrenching performance from Joel Edgerton in this film, where he's just going through, he just drifts through life after that moment, holding out some shred of hope that maybe they're alive, and in the closing minutes just kind of living out the rest of his days knowing that he's not gonna find them, and he dies, and that it's just really sad. It's a sad film. Great performances, of course, by Joel Edgerton. William H. Macy gives a great supporting performance in there. Kerry Condon comes in there as well, and Felicity Jones is always great. So great cast, great filmmaking wise as well. So I'm definitely thinking that this is going to be maybe an Oscar contender. I would not shy away from putting this out for the Oscars. This is a great film. It's going on the great tier.
Do I even know this man? Is it his face I see?
Then we've got Keeper. This is Osgood Perkins' newest film. I actually forgot to film a segment for this when I was filming in the place where I normally film at. But look, that's just a testament to how forgettable this movie is. This is a slog. Someone needs to tell Osgood Perkins to slow down, because honestly, he has made like 3 movies in the span of a year and a half, and he's got another one on the way. Like, that's crazy work, really. The film, like, it's well shot. He knows how to capture some eerie moments in there. Tatiana Maslany, I always like having her on my screen. I just don't know what this movie is trying to say, what it's about, what its message is, any of it. I'm so confused by this movie. There's some scares in there. There's just things that are happening that you're not really sure, what the resolution is going to be, what it all means, and by the end, when you get some answers, it still wasn't that clear to me what the hell is going on, and even some of it is like choreographed earlier on, and they were acting like these big twists that they were doing in the end were like something big, like a big revelation, but like I had already kind of pieced together what this could have been, what could have been happening in the beginning. So it just wasn't all that impressive to me. Didn't leave any impression on me whatsoever. So it's going in the bad tier. It's one of my least favorite horror films of the year.
Hunt him down!
One of my most anticipated movies of the year, The Running Man, directed by Edgar Wright, starring Glenn Powell, Coleman Domingo, Josh Brolin, Michael Cera, I'm blanking on somebody there. William H. Macy is in this one too, briefly. But yeah, I was really excited for this movie because it's Edgar Wright. I love Edgar Wright films, man. Shaun of the Dead, Last Night in Soho, friggin' Baby Driver I really liked. And yeah, I need to get to some of his more well-regarded work like Scott Pilgrim and Hot Fuzz, but I still love those films, and Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorites of his. And I was really looking forward to seeing what he was going to do with Glenn, teaming up with him, doing an action film. And the problem is with this movie is that Edgar Wright's style is completely absent from this movie. It doesn't feel like an Edgar Wright film. And it's one of those cases where, like, I think I would like it more if I just didn't know who the director was. If I didn't know that this was Edgar Wright and I was going into this expecting that style, I would have liked this a lot more. And maybe, look, with another rewatch, now knowing that, you know, the style is not going to be there, maybe I can just kind of look at it as just an action film. But it's going to be hard because I know Edgar Wright, and I know that his talent, his style, his comedic flair, and his different filmmaking style, it's just so well regarded, and it's so iconic. And for that to be absent from here really holds it back from being anything I can, like, really praise all that much. I really do like the film. I think it's very good. It's a good time. It's action-packed. Glenn is very charming in the lead. You got my boy Coleman Domingo, big fan of him. He's chewing up the scenery in this one. Josh Brolin coming in here cashing the easiest paycheck he's got all year, playing the bad guy for, you know, a couple scenes, just kind of getting underutilized a bit. It's got fun action scenes, don't get me wrong. It keeps, you know, the pace keeps going. It's got some fun moments to it. It's got some great set pieces to it here and there. It just misses that style, so that's why it's only going in the good tier. Could have been great, could have been even awesome, but unfortunately not.
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch.
Wicked for Good is having a hard time online. The reception from it has not been very good. A lot of negative criticism, a lot of bad reviews for it. A lot of people saying it's a huge letdown. For me, I'm one of those weirdos that really loved it. I'm one of those people that watched the first one and was like, alright, this is pretty good. You know, not anything, like, worth, like, going crazy over. And then the second one comes out and I watch it and I'm like, damn, like, this is what I want. The music is really great. Ariana Grande, I'm championing her, yeah, for Best Supporting Actress this year. I really think that she's got it, you know, possibly, I don't know. But she does a really great job here as Glenda. Elphaba is really good. Cynthia Erivo's got, you know, she's got them pipes, boys. She's got them acting and those singing pipes. I think Jeff Goldblum's good. Michelle Yeoh, I don't know what happened to her in this movie, but her line delivery was a little bit flat. Her singing is not very good either. Sorry. But overall, the set design, the costume design, a lot of it is still from the first movie, but the costumes in particular, Paul Tazwell needs to be given the Oscar again this year. Please do that. Thank you very much. And it's just fun. I had a lot of fun with it. It's emotional. They're giving they give Glenda a lot more of a darker and somber tone to this movie for her character. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I look, I have my issues. The Wizard of Oz stuff is a little bit you know, squeezed in there. I wish there was a little bit more added to the runtime to help fit that in there a bit more cohesively, like I said in my review. But overall, I just had a really good time. It flew by for me, and I was enchanted. So, call me weird, but I'm putting Wicked for Good in the good tier. Or in the great tier, sorry.
Just let me handle the locals. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Bubby, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub, bub.
Zootopia 2, a sequel to a Disney movie. Oh my god, that is terrifying, isn't it? When we get a sequel for our favorite Disney movies nowadays, it's just a bad feeling all around. We're like, alright, we're getting more of it, but then we're like, how are they gonna fuck it up? And I'm glad to say that Zootopia 2 does not fall victim to the Disney sequel tradition, where they underutilize a lot of characters, they do like a really bad plot, they don't structure it very well. I think Zootopia 2 is one of Disney's strongest sequel, if not their strongest. I think it really is deserving of all the praises that it's getting and the box office success that it's getting as well. Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps are on another mission to help solve this mystery of why the reptiles were kicked out of Zootopia. Helping Ke Huy Quan's character Gary DeSnake. Really enjoyed him in this movie. You also got like Patrick Warburton in here. I forgot to mention him during my review. I'm a big Warburton fan. I love to see that he's in this. These are winter boots. Am I right? Am I right, B-movie fans? All two of you watching. Dude, I just had such a good time with Zootopia 2. Of course, beautifully animated. A lot of emotional moments between our two characters. Seeing their relationship evolve throughout the course of the movie, seeing that the mystery's resolution isn't just a "hey, we got the bad guy" kind of moment. It's more of like a deep-rooted character moment for the snake. I just found all of that to be really compelling, and I was genuinely pleasantly surprised that this sequel was as good as it is. So yeah, go out and see that one. This one is going in the great tier.
You're a lurker, pal. You're waiting beyond to spoil a half a century of marriage.
It's not a competition.
Yes, it is!
And we're ending off the month with Eternity. This is an A24 film starring Miles Teller, Callum Turner, and Elizabeth Olsen, where these two guys, they've been, one of them has been waiting for Elizabeth Olsen his whole life, like 67 years in Eternity, and this other guy, Miles Teller, he is the current husband of Elizabeth Olsen's character. She has to choose between the both of them. Really, if it was down to me, I would be absolutely sweating my ass off trying to make sure that I could spend eternity with Elizabeth Olsen, because she is fine as hell. But, no, anyway, great performances from that trio. Absolutely. The concepts in Eternity, I wish they were a little bit more fleshed out. That would be my only complaint about this movie. Also, the fact that, like, you kind of see where this is going. If you've seen these kind of movies before where she has to choose between the guys, who's she going to go for? It's kind of obvious towards the end, who she's going to end up with. Divine Joy Randolph's in there. I love seeing her in this, especially after she was in that piece of shit Brideheart earlier this year. So I'm glad to see her in a good movie. I've missed Elizabeth Olsen on my screen as well. It's been a minute since I've seen her in anything, so I'm really happy to see her here. Miles Teller, Callum Turner. Callum Turner I'm new to. I don't know too much about him. I haven't seen him in too many things, but he's really great in this, and I've been a Miles Teller fan since, like Whiplash, Top Gun Maverick. So, yeah, all in all, great performances. Needed a little bit of meat on the bones when it came to the story and a little bit less predictability. But it's a good time. It's a charming little movie that I think anyone will enjoy. So, Eternity's going in the good tier. And that is going to be it for November. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite films of November were. Are you excited for December? What movies are you anticipating? We got like FNAF 2, The Housemaid. We got friggin' Avatar, of course. My boy Marty Supreme, which I am fucking counting the days till I can watch Marty Supreme. That's been one of my most anticipated of the year. Hope you guys are excited for all of those. Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.